Hello students, my name is Professor Snehal Sadawarte from Rajgarh Institute of Management, Research and Development, Pune. Welcome to all in today's session for MBA first year semester first. The subject name is Management Fundamentals. The course code is 107. Unit 1, Introduction to Management and Basic Concepts, Part 3. The content of the subjects are Management, the definition of management, basic concepts of management, nature of management, scope of management, different level of the management, management functions. Let's start our first topic, management. The term management stands for the act of planning, organizing, directing and controlling the activity of human being and physical resources with the intention of accomplishing predefined objective. Being a word in nature to word carries by many contextual meaning. The management is essential for organized life and necessary to run all type of management. Good management is the backbone of successful organization. Managing life means getting things done to achieve life's objective, and managing an organization means getting things done with and through other people to achieve its objective. What is the definition of management? According to Len Rayleigh, management is the art of directing and inspiring the people. According to the Peter Drucker, the management is a multiple purpose organ that manages a business, manages a manager and manages the worker and the work. So student, let's talk with the basic concepts of the management. The different concepts are related to management are as follows. First one is the management as a process. Now management is considered as a process as it comprises of sequence of activity process of management involving setting organizational goal and taking necessary action, ensuring that a set goal are realized. Function like planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling are all the part of the management process. The management process again divided into the three parts. First one is the management is a social process. The process of management is generally considered as a social process because while carrying out the management operations, managers have to deal with the people who are involved in attaining the organizational goal. Next one is the management is an integrating process. There is a continuous interaction between human and non-human resources. For example, material, assets, buildings, technology and machinery, etc. is an organization. It is the responsibility of management to combine the efforts of the employees with other organizational resources. Next one is the management. Yes, management is a continuous process. Yes. Management is never-ending process and is not just a conform to creating harmony between physical and human resources for specific tasks. The scope of management duties is quite wide, which is compressed solving the different problem and concern. Next one is the management is an activity. Management is considered as a process as it involves the set of activity which in order to effective should be carried out in a particular sequence. This management activity again divided into the three parts. First one is the informational activity. Informational activity means in order to perform its function, the managers are continuously in touch with their supervisors, colleagues and subordinates. Managers perform informational sharing activity in the verbal and non-verbal form. Next one is decisional activity. The decisional activity is most important because while performing as a manager is decision making. Managers are required to invest substantial amount of time in making various decisions. Because when an employee is on leave, the manager has to make decision to assign his duty to some other employees. Interpersonal activity. The manager interact continuously with employee at different positions of the organization. These relations play a significant role in realizing the organizational goal. Different interpersonal activity performed by manager are solving specific problem of the employees. Next is the management as a group. As a group, management is stated as a section of people that hold the managerial position in the organization. This group of people collectively perform different managerial operations. Next is the management as a discipline. Previously, management are called as the distinct field or the body of the knowledge. In the present time, management is documented as an organized discipline that can be studied and taught. Recognition of management discipline can be witnessed in different parts of the world. There are number of institutes, universities and colleges in different countries that are well known for their management courses. And last one is the management as a economic resources. Management is integral, can be understood optimum utilization of scarce resources. These resources are commonly called as the 5M, means the material, money, machinery, methods and manpower. These are the 5Ms. The primary goal of these 5Ms to ensure the effective utilization of this, transforming the input into the output, means the product and services. So our next topic is nature of management. Means the nature of management can be explained in the following figure. Let's talk with the one by one. I explain you. First one is the continuous process. How? First, nature is important. Okay. So management is never ending process. It continuously follow a series of steps like planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling for effective utilization of financial and personal organizational resources. Next one is the management as a discipline. Management may not fit well in the context of discipline like other physical science, but its state is a gradually increase amongst the practitioner of the management. Next nature is the management as a career. Management on its own an excellent career option offering the diverse growth of opportunity. Management also offer a slight in interesting, stimulating and specialized area like human resources, marketing, finance, supply chain management, etc. Next is the management as a science as well as the art. How it's? Management is a good combination of art as well as science, as it is an organized body of knowledge and state a various fact and truth, hence it can be considered as a science. And next is the how it is a art. Management also a art as it involves the managing various processes which require different set of skill by manager. Goal oriented. Every organization has to attain a set of predetermined goals. The success or a failure of the management depends on extent to which these goals have been achieved. Guidance. How the management guide? The guidance and explain way in which the human and material resources can be utilized in the most efficient manner. It suggests technique for effective and economic utilization of scarce resources to achieve the objective of business enterprise. Management as a human activity. Management can be termed as a human activity and the function of the management can only be performed by the managerial staff member. Thus, no artificial entity or the corporate body can perform the managerial function. So, it is called as the management as a human activity. Then management denotes authority. Authority compels people to work and behave in a particular manner. Authority is the primary base of management, that is the managerial process cannot be functioned without authority. Management gives authority to the managers to guide, direct and control the authorities. Management is universal. Application of management is universal, that is, it can be applied everywhere and anywhere. Every business activity, clubs, government office, charitable and religious institutes, army, etc. come under the scope of management. Next one is the management ensure account coordination. Coordination is important at each and every stage in an organization. Coordination between every employee and between every department is crucial for smooth functioning of business. The mutual harmony between the employee help in attaining the organizational objective successfully. Management is dynamic. It is difficult for any business environment to remain constant for long period of the time. Hence, management also change with every change in the environment of the business. Management tool and technique help in converting the threat assessed with the environment into the opportunities. Next is the primary leadership activity. Management is essential for the art of the getting things done by people. One of the main role of the manager is to exercise leadership practice. Leadership is important factor for the success of enterprise. Management as a decision. Yes, before we discuss about that in the basic concepts, management as a decision making. How is it? The management making is important activity for any business manager. Okay, manager are based on the viable fact and figure and depends on the understanding and analyzing of the managers. For example, finance manager is responsible for making decision related to activities like organizing fund, preparing budgets and the cost control for organization. These are the decision making for the manager. And last one is the management is a profession. How is it? Management is not an inherent ability, it is a profession. Managers are not born, they are made by proper training and acquiring the managerial skill. As management is a discipline and the body of knowledge, any specified person can become a manager. These are the nature of the management. Now student, let's talk about our next topic, that is the scope of management. The scope of management can be understood with the help of following points. First one is the scope of management, that is activity point of view. How it is effective. The management principle and practices used in a function and activity like planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. How planning is important. Planning activity involve formulating rule, objectives, policies, process, strategy, etc. Next, organizing. Organizing is process of assigning designation by distributing work in the form of suitable duties. Next, staffing. Staffing activity involve assigning human resources to the designation developed during the organizing process. Then directing. While directing, the managers are responsible for leading the employee, guiding them and providing them information regarding do's and don'ts of the organization. And last one is the controlling. According to the controlling, comprise the result with the set objective, detecting deviations if any, making corrective measures to remove them so that the actual result are equipped to be set objective. Next one is the functional area of the management. Now, the scope of management can be visualized in a following functional areas. For example, financial management, personal management, purchasing management, production management, maintenance management, logistic management and marketing management. These are the functional area of the management. Now, let's in detail talk with the other points like financial management. Financial management involve budgetary control, financial planning, making cost control forecast, statistical control, managing earning and the management accounting. These are the financial management. Next is the personal management, which is means the HR manager. Personal means nothing but the HR. The management involved recruiting and selection of employees, training them, then providing them social security, ensuring labor welfare, maintaining the industrial relation, etc. It is a responsibility for conducting activity like promoting, transferring, termination and retiring of the employees. In the purchasing management deals with the managerial control involving tenders for the purchasing material and re-entering in the contract place in order. Next is the let's talk with the production management. Production management involves time study, quality inspection and control, production planning, motion study, and tools and technique of the production control. Next is the maintenance management. It involves maintaining and taking good care of the organizational infrastructure like machinery, plants and building, because it is important for our production. Next is the logistic management. Logistic management deals with the different components like material handling, water housing, order processing, transportation and inventory control. And last one is the marketing point, that is marketing management. Marketing management is quite wide in scope and deal with the marketing process. Marketing mix decision, marketing research, uh, managing risk in marketing, marketing planning. These are the marketing management function in scope of the management. Now next is the maintenance in an interdisciplinary approach. The management are based on the multidisciplinary approach because management principles are based on the multiple discipline. For a successful application of management principle and practice, study of different fields like psychology, economic and mathematics, commerce, it is very crucial. Next is the University of Management. Management principles are universally accepted and hence can be applied to any collective activity for realizing the mutual goal. These are the scope of the. So student, our next part is the different level of the management. How is it? This figure show a level of management, that is the top level management, middle level management and low level management. In the top level management, executive coaching, change management, leadership, delegation and empowerment, these are the involved in this top management. Next, the middle management functions. In the middle management functions, problem solving, team building, talent development and performance management, these functions are in their middle management. And last, low level management, the emotional intelligence and coaching for performance are done. Now let's see the management level of the management. Every organization has a chain of command which determine the power and the rank held by the managerial personnel. So let's talk about first the management, top management. Top management level means the consist of people that are the highest managerial position. This position is held by the senior most authority in an organization, including for example board of the director or a chief executive officer, means a CEO, and the sectional head. They are involved in long-term planning, laying down policies and strategies for organizational development and selection of method to be adopted for the achieving objective. Next is the middle level management. The departmental head from the middle level management, they are responsible for monitoring the departmental activity, giving instructions and maintaining coordination between the various activities carried out in a several unit and division. They act as a middle coordinator or mediator between the two level management. For example, one is the top level and next one is the lower level management. They convey the decision taken by the senior and explain the importance of same in the lower level management. They also transmit the feedback and the suggestion given by the superior level of the superior level to senior level. And last one is the middle level management. For example, plant manager, divisional manager, and the department managers are the middle level managers perform their function. Now, next one is the supervisory or low level managers, means operative manager. The first line supervisor like section officer, superintendent, supervisor or the foreman are the part of operative management level, means the low level management. They follow the instructions and guidelines provided by the middle level of management. They are responsible for getting things done by the workers, because below the low level managers all workers are working on the machineries or on the that function of the production. So the production activity or assignment of the job amongst the worker, arrangement of the required machineries and the tools are the activity performed by this low level manager. It is a responsibility of this manager to get the work done by desired quality in a specific period of time with the help of workers. They provide mechanical assistance to workers, ensure availability of necessary facilities, report problem and feedback to the higher level authority. They provide the information to middle level, then the higher level. It is also a part of their job description to prepare the daily plan of action as per the guidelines specified by the senior manager level. So here the different level of management explained. Next one is the management function. The management function is very vast because the manager has very number of activities or number of function is there. First one is the planning, organizing, controlling, then staffing and directing. The number of activity will perform by the manager. For example, in case of the football or the hockey team, one cannot be win the game until or unless there is a combined attempt by the player under the appropriate guidance of the captain of the team. So let's see one by one the function of planning. Let's first I explain you what is the management. The center coordination agency in this management is the management and the approach of getting things done is known as the management process. So thus the management process can be defined as the process where manager perform function in a sequential time bounded manner. Management is a social process as it is accountable and achieving the goal of the organization by regulating its function and also ensuring the planning activity are being carried out in a cost effective and a efficient manner. Now let's see first the main function of the management is the planning. It is a first function of the manager. While planning is a deliberate effort to attain the exempt outcome through the determined future course of the action. It involves the visualization of activity that need to be done and the method of doing them. By Henry Fayol, every manager should visualize a plan that compromises a desired result and foreseeing the line of action and the method follow and stage to thought. Next one is the next function of the management is organizing. The second function of management is to prepare and organize. Organizing involves division and redivision of work into smaller duties, distributing the task among the designated workforce and allotting the authority to every position in ensuring the proper functioning. By organizing properly, the effectiveness of the organization is enhanced. Therefore, redundancy and repetition and duplication of the activity is avoided because of this organizing. Now next one is the staffing. It is a process of appointing the people of the position formed by the process of organization. Staffing is the process of recruitment, deploy and retaining efficient and qualified employee or the staff to create and maintain the favorable work condition or favorable work environment and thereby improving the organizational effectiveness. Next, direction. Direction is a key to achieve required goal. After the orientation of subordinate, the senior manager is accountable for directing and leading them to achieve enhanced job performance and to motivate them to work with the passion, confidence and enthusiasm. When directive motivate the employee to perform their responsibility, it realizing the organizational goal. While planning, organizing and staffing are the primary function to actual business activity, but the direction add a spark or the energy to the organization by bringing the process into the motion. And last one is the control. Function of the manager are not complete even when the above elements are in place. It is very important for the manager to review and assess the organizational activity on a regular basis and take necessary steps for ensuring that a plan are being carried out in compliance with the predetermined path or not. Controlling is a visualization process that is verified that the tasks are performed as per the expectation and check for the current and future deviations. Here our all topics are covered. Thank you.